Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing about ANSYS APL exercise 5 analysis of a 3D shell. So in this problem we need to model a 3D shell and the coordinates are directly given. The coordinates are for the there are total three coordinates: origin 0, 0, key point 2 15, 5, and key point number 3 52, 40. These are the three key points, and there's a thickness of shell. So for the shell, you have a thickness of 2 mm, mean to give the thickness of 2 mm, and shell is fully constrained at the bottom. So here, key point number 1, it is fully constrained, and at the top, key point number 3, fully constrained. The shell is subjected to an internal pressure. So it is subject to an internal pressure of 1500 newtons per mm square is the internal pressure it is subjected, and the Young's modulus of the shell is 2 into 10 to the power of 5 newtons per mm square, which is of a mild steel, and Poisson's ratio 0.3. So these are the different Young's modulus and Poisson's ratio for the shell, and you have to see the results of a displacement vector sum. So you have to see the results of a displacement vector sum and von Mises stress. So whenever I say displacement vector sum, displacement is nothing but shortest distance and the vector which has both magnitude and direction. Sum is nothing but we are adding the x direction, y direction, z direction. So what are the displacement in x direction, y direction, z direction with the magnitude we are adding, so that we will get the final displacement, total displacement of the component, and von Mises stress. So as you see that there is total 5 theories of failures. So out of 5 theories of failures, the least value, whatever you see, that value is for the von Mises stress. For the von Mises, you will get the least value of the von Mises. So if any material is not crossing the von Mises stress, then it doesn't reach the other theories of failure. So the material is safe under given loading conditions. So we'll be checking about von Mises stress, whether the von Mises stress value it is crossing or not. We'll be checking in this case, and this is axisymmetric. So we'll be drawing only. We are not drawing the complete shell. We are drawing only the half portion of the shell, and other half it will be generated automatically. Okay. So cell is subject to internal pressure 1500 newtons per mm square. So these are the different explanations, and three key points: key point number 1 0, 0, key point number 2 15, 5, key point number 3 52, 40, and you will generate all the three key points, and you have to join these key points with respect to spline, and don't join with the line. If you join with the line, what happens is, if you join with the line, you will get a sharp edges. You will get a sharp edges. So I don't need any sharp edges. So that's the reason we are using a spline command here, so that it will be like a line, pass with all the objects at a single go. It will pass. Okay. So if you look at the summary, so the ANSYS APL given to total three types, three parts: pre-processor, solution, and post-processor. In the pre-processor, you have to give element type, you have to give the sections, you have to give the key points, you have to perform the size controls, number of divisions, and mixing. And with the loads in the pre-process only, one more thing is loads. In the loads, we'll be giving the displacement, which is we have to constrain the degrees of freedom at key point number 1 and key point number 3, and then we have to give the pressure. The pressure is on the lines of this line. The value comes as 15,000 is the value we are giving the pressure there. And nodal solution, we are seeing the displacement vector sum. We are seeing the we have to see the displacement vector sum, von Mises stress. We are seeing in the nodal solution. In the post processor, what are the solutions you want to see? You will be seeing in the post processor. And what are the inputs you have to give? You have to give in the pre-processor. Okay. So I'll start the ANSYS APL. So for starting, after installing ANSYS software, click on Start, All Apps, then ANSYS 17.2. Scroll down, you will be finding Mechanical APL 17.2. You will be finding. You will get two windows. One is output window and one is input window. And this output window, if you are not saving any previous work, it will ask override the previous work and do yes or no. So you have to click on yes, Y and enter, so that your utility menu will be open. So after opening the utility menu, you have to click on file and perform the first four operations. First one is clear and start new. Click OK, so that everything will be cleared and you are starting a new file. Click on file, job name. So here you have to give the job name as 3D shell. The job name here is 3D shell. Click on OK, so that We are giving the job name, so that whenever you are saving your images, it will be saved with respect to the job name. Click on directory. So in the directory, already you have to create a folder. So I already created a folder in the documents. So in the documents, but I can't see the folder. So click on this triangle so that it will open. So click one more. So in that I have created answers folder. In answers folder, I have to select exercise 5, analysis of 3D shell. Click OK. So whatever I am saying, everything will save it in my directory. Click on file, change title. So here I have to give the title analysis of 3D shell with respect to your roll number. So 17B 8103 and 2 digits. Click on OK. You have to see your title. If you are not seeing, use a refresh button, which is plot and replot, so that it will be refreshed here. So that it will be refreshed here. Okay. And whenever you want to save the images, I will tell you how to save the image. Click on plot controls, hard copy to file. So you are saving it as a file. So default will be BMP, but the standard format is JPG. So I'll select .jpg, and it can give the name here itself, so that no need of renaming again. So here I'll be renaming it as blank. So this is a blank. So I'll be giving a rename blank of 3D shell, and at the end I'll get .jpg, which is a file format. If I change the file format, it will change. So don't remove the .jpg, and remove this three zeros. Default for every image, for every images you will get 3 zeros. Remove this 3 zeros and click OK, so that it will be saved in your respective folder, so that you can see in your folder. So this is the one what I have created. So this is a blank. So right click, edit, click on edit. So this portion I know required, so I'll be in the paint directly I'm placing such a way that it will be removed. Click on save, so that it will be saved here. Okay. Then open. So then you have to save all the things. Click on preferences. So this is a structural analysis. So click on preferences, structural, and OK. Click on preferences, structural, and OK. You have to make. Then this is a preprocessor. You have to give the inputs in the preprocessor solution. You have the answer software to solve the partial differential equations and give the results. It will send the results to postproc. So postproc is an output, so where you will be seeing all the results. So after selecting preferences, I have to click on preprocessor element type. I'll click on add. Again, I'll click on add. So this is a shell element. So shell element, access symmetric 2 node, and click on OK and close. And again, you have to give the thickness in the sections. So next, I'll give the material properties. In the material properties, metal models, structural, linear, elastic, isotropic. Value comes as 2E5, and the Poisson ratio is 0.3. Click on OK and then close. Go to sections. In the sections, you can click on shell, layup, add, and again here the thickness value I'll change it as 2 and click OK. So close the section. Next, go for modeling, create key points. So I'm generating key points in ActiveCS. So key point number 1, coordinates is x0 and y0. Click on apply. Next, key point number 2, the value comes as 15 and 5. Click on apply. And key point number 3, the value comes as 52 and 40. The value comes as, the last one I click on OK, so that I have drawn 3 key points, but I can't see the third key point, so that's the reason I will click on zoom out, so that I can see all the 3 key points. Close the key points, go to lines, and this is a spline, not a line. If you draw the line, you will get sharp edges. Click on splines through key points. Select all the 3 key points at a time. Don't click 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. Select all 3 key points at a time and click on OK, so that you will get a one single line. Close the lines. So modeling complete. Close the modeling. Meshing. In the mesh tool, you have to divide this line into n number of parts. So I'll be clicking on size controls. So size controls, lines. Click on set. Select the line. Click OK. So that this line I am selecting. Number of element divisions I have to select it as 30. So that I'll click OK, so that it will divide into 30 equal parts. This is a meshing. Save the image as meshing. So click on plot controls, hard copy to file to save the images. So already I told you. So same thing. You have to save the images as meshing of 3D cells. So after meshing, now you have to join and make it a single object. So meshing, we are meshing the lines. Click on mesh, select the line, click OK. so that it will be generated as single line. Close the machine, go to the load. In the loads, the fixed support, this all device is on the keeper number 1, keeper number 3, all device. So click on loads, define loads, apply structural displacement on key points. Select the keeper number 1, keeper number 3, click OK. So that it is constrained at the bottom, it is constrained at the top. So I'm closing the mesh tool, click OK. So that it is constrained. So after displacement, go to pressure on lines, select the line, click OK. The pressure value comes as 1500. So click on OK. So that this is the pressure value. Save the image as loads of the 3D cells. So load complete, close the load. So preprocessor complete, close the preprocessor. Go to solution, solve current LS. So current load step we are solving. So solution compulsory you have to get solution done. If you are getting any error, it will show error, and you have to rectify that error, or you have to start from starting. Click on close. Click on general post prop. Click on plot results, deform shape. You have to see the deform and undeformed shape of this one. Click on OK. So this is the deformed shape. This is undeformed shape, is a white color one. So next, this is a one. This is a one 2D element. I have to make it as 3D. So click on plot controls, style, size and shape. I need to change. I need to symmetric expansion. I have to make it as expansion. This is 2D axis symmetric. So I'll click on 2D axis symmetric. I want full expansion. Click OK. So with this, I'll generate the shell. So this is overlapping. I'll click on fit view and zoom out. So this is a front view. If I click on this view, this will be isometric view. It will be isometric view. This is the front view. So this is the shell. So save the images both in isometric view and front view. Next, you want to see what is the deformation values. So click on plot controls, nodal solution, DO solution. Click on displacement vector sum. Click OK. So that what is the value you can see. Maximum value is 9.59 and minimum is 0. So save the image both in front view and isometric view. Next, you have to see the results is the von Mises stress. Click on nodal solution. Click on stress. Scroll down. You can find von Mises stress. Click on OK. So this is the von Mises stress. The value comes as 61299.5. Minimum is 12918.1 is the minimum value. Save the image in 21 isometric view. Then this exercise completes. Okay. And if you want to see the sequence of steps, so this is a sequence of steps. Will be watching. This is a sequence of steps. Okay.